Using cooperative learning, lesson 0. In this series of videos I'm exploring different aspects of cooperative learning. Previously I've explored the model, team building, introduced you to a number of structures, and in the most recent set of tutorials I've explained the 5 critical elements of cooperative learning in physical education. In the next set of videos I'm going to explore some ideas I've developed over the years that have helped me introduce cooperative learning to a new group of students. I'm going to start with lesson 0. Please remember, however, that while these videos are scripted, they are captured in one take with no editing, so maybe a little rough and ready. Lesson 0. I developed the concept of lesson 0 and first coined the phrase during my PhD. Its exact origins are hard to track, but I suspect it was during my master's thesis when I taught tennis through what I now recognise as a combined unit of tactical games and cooperative learning, but at the time called a hybrid. I was teaching tennis to 3 classes, and with each class I moved from my normal teaching style, direct instruction, straight into this combined pedagogical modules unit without missing a step. Except the students did miss a step. Many steps in fact, and they simply didn't get it. I'd asked them to run, backwards I guessed, with their eyes closed, before they could walk. I also made a number of mistakes and was very frustrated, angry even. However, rather than quit, I started the unit again and tried to help them to understand what I wanted them to do. I learnt 2 major things as a consequence of this faltering, tripping, falling flat on my face experience. 1. Not only do teachers have to learn to teach in a new way, but students have to learn to learn in a new way. I tried to move from the position of sage on the stage to guide on the side in one movement, and they kept looking to me for help. Where was I, and why wasn't I telling them what to do? And 2, I needed to teach them how to use cooperative learning, or sport education, or teaching aids for understanding. I needed to sit them down and help them understand what was going to happen in the next lesson, i.e. lesson 1 of the new unit. It wasn't going to be more of the same. It was something fundamentally different. Lesson 0 is that lesson. It's the lesson when I put them into their groups. It's the lesson when I use structures like find the fiction, inside outside circle and quiz trade to help the group's members to get to know each other. This is the lesson where they choose a team name, assign roles and choose a team colour and a chant. This is the lesson where I explain the whole unit of work I've planned, but warn them that it will probably change depending on how they do. This is where I explain cooperative learning and the critical elements, etc. In summary, lesson 0 to me is the foundation stone of a new unit. It's where the students I'm working with are introduced to both cooperative learning and my expectations of them and of me. That's not to say cooperative learning doesn't work without it, but close to 15 years experience using lesson 0 tells me that I'm a better teacher with it than without it. It may feel like an inactive lesson, and it probably is in terms of movement, but it's full of learning and will pay you back many times over. The choice to use it, of course, is yours. That's it for now. I hope it was worth your time. For more content, please visit my blog at www.peprn.com.